if everybody could be like Jose, this city would be bigger than Boston, bigger than New England. There's nothing, you know, there's nothing I can say, obviously, you know. Ladies and gentlemen, three-time former world champion, Worcester Zone, Jose Antonio Rivera.
I think what Joseph Sienna and Bobby Harris, the exhibition they're doing for the card is pretty good. You know, I think they're doing a good thing for themselves, but very good for the show and for the fans. You know, it's just something they don't have to do. You know, they want to do this, you know, just to get back. You know, obviously for our cause for Mike Briggs, who's going through lung cancer and is scheduled for surgery next week. So we're hoping that we can raise a good amount of money for Mike Briggs, who I think I'm dedicating this fight for. Funny thing is that as I'm working on that, you know, for the cause and trying to see if we can get as many stuff donated and help for Mike, I get a text or a call from a young kid who's 16 years old and is in the last term of his life, going through a tough chemo. And he's got a bucket list, you know, and on his bucket list is he wants to come to this show and see a live boxing show event, you know. And he was a 16-year-old kid, already lost a leg, he's lost a lung. And he's at the end of his life, and this would make him happy, you know. The fact that we can put on a show and made a difference in somebody else's life like that, to me is something that we take for granted every day. And life is precious, you know, and it's for us to be able to have that effect on the kid's life, you know. I thank God for that, you know. And my job is really to kind of make sure that that kid has one heck of a night. You know, he has probably one of the best nights. You go out, and I know that these fighters here are going to represent Worcester proud, and they're going to represent how hard we train and what we're all about. And also it's about giving back, you know, giving the show and the performance where people come. You know, when you guys come to the show, you guys want to see us win and do good. And that's why we train hard to perform, to train hard to do good. And we just want to give that to you guys because you guys support us, support the show, and come, and we appreciate that. And the hour showed up, so I want to introduce him. It's Mike Briggs. Mike Briggs. Mike is one of the trainers for the Boys and Girls Club. He also gives back, works with the kids at DYS. This man is a good man, and so what we're trying to do is we're only trying to raise for him fighting. He's got a bigger fight than we do. You know, this is a big fight for me in my career, and like Scott mentioned, if things go good and we keep winning, then I may be able to get another world title shot.
You're gonna get a world title.
I think when you keep winning,
thank you.
Get away.
But in comparison to the fight that this man is fighting, I don't think there's no comparison at all. You know, I appreciate his work ethic and his desire, not only for himself but for his family. So this is what it's really all about. You know, that's what we're supporting. We're not just supporting the boxing show. We're not supporting packs and promotions. We're not supporting all the fighters here. We're supporting something bigger than this. You know, and I really hope that Worcester comes and support this show because we're trying to do something big here, not only just for Mike, but for everybody here. You know, and I want to thank everybody for coming and supporting the show. Thank you very much. It's been great, actually. I can tell you that last week and this week were what we call Hell Week. So they're the two hardest weeks of training camp, and next week is Easy Week. You know, now we have to taper it down. We got to make sure the weight is right and stuff. So it's been a very successful training camp, and I'm just glad that it's after Sunday is over.
Now this is going to be your first fight at 160. How do you feel at that weight?
I actually feel very strong at 160, and I feel good because I'm not struggling, but I got to work really hard to make 160. So it's not like real easy to make 160. So I know I'm fit, I know I'm strong, and I know where it's maybe not where I'm going to stay, But for me, I feel good at 160.
What do you know about Abel, and what's your prediction for the fight?
Well, I have to tell you that I know that Abel is 5 feet 11 inches tall, so he has a little reach, height advantage. He's got a 78-inch reach, so he's got a real long reach advantage. He's got a Larry Holmes jab, they say, and he's very tough and active. So I like the challenge. I like the fact that come fight night, I got my work cut out for me, and I have to cut the ring off, and I have to find a way to get inside without being stationary, and give them angles, give them movement, and just kind of bob and weave my way inside while throwing combinations. So I got my work cut out for me, but I'm really excited about the challenge.
Excellent.